Hi, this is Eva, and you're watching SocaMom TV.
The first thing that we're going to do is to make an adjustable headband. You should measure your child's head with a measuring tape starting in the center of her forehead and going around. That way you'll know how many pipe cleaners you'll need to connect to make the headband. So you make a loop in one end of the first pipe cleaner. Be careful because the wire in the pipe cleaner can be sharp. So if you have smaller children, this is something that you should be doing for them. They have soft hands and they'll probably get cut. Push the next pipe cleaner through the loop that you've made and create a loop in the end of that one. Wrap it around the straight part of the first pipe cleaner before you make the loop, so that the pipe cleaners slide when you pull them. I suggest putting a bead of glue from your hot glue gun on the ends of the pipe cleaners to cover the sharp wires. This will keep the pipe cleaners from catching on your child's hair or scratching you while you work. Now, twist together more pipe cleaners until you've created a headband that will be a few inches longer than the length you got when you measured your child's head. Once you've twisted together enough pipe cleaners, make a loop in the end of your last pipe cleaner. Push the end of the first pipe cleaner you started with, which should be shorter in comparison to the one that you're connecting it to, through the loop you have made and create a loop in the end of that one. Don't forget to wrap it around the straight part of the first pipe cleaner before you make the loop, so that the pipe cleaners slide when you pull them. The headband is now complete. Now it's time to make the cap. Pull the headband so that it's at its largest. Attach one end of a pipe cleaner to the center of the front of the cap, and attach the other end to the center of the back of the cap. To complete the basic part of the cap, place another pipe cleaner across the one that you just added and guess at the center. Wrap the second pipe cleaner around the first one at that center point. Push in the headband so that it's at its smallest. Then attach each end of the pipe cleaner to the sides of the headband. It should be at its smallest so that you can still adjust it after you add the pipe cleaners to the top. Now, what makes this a Minnie Mouse carnival headpiece and not just a regular carnival headpiece are the ears. Take one pipe cleaner and bend it almost into a circle. Attach each end of the pipe cleaner to the pipe cleaner that is going across the top of the cap by twisting the end. The ends should be about 2 inches from one another. Work with the pipe cleaner to round the ear out. You have 2 ears, so repeat this on the other side. Pay attention to how far you set the first ear from the middle point of the cap so that the ears can sit evenly on the headpiece. You definitely don't want the ears to be lopsided. Don't forget, if your glue gun is warmed up and ready to go, you can add a bead of glue to the ends of the pipe cleaners after you twist them so that they don't poke you while you work or catch on your child's hair. Once you're finished with the ears, you can set your headpiece frame aside for a moment. Take out 3 pipe cleaners. Take one and fold it in half. With the other 2, fold them so that the end of one reaches about halfway up the other side of the pipe cleaner. The first pipe cleaner should look like a V with 2 even sides. The other 2 should look like check marks. To make sure that the second and third ones are the same length, you can hold one up while you fold the other. Attach the second and third pipe cleaners to the frame with the longest sides facing the center. Just twist it around the pipe cleaners in the top of the cap. Attach the first pipe cleaner with the point of the V in the center. Pull the sides so that it creates a fan of sorts, with the pipe cleaners going from shortest to tallest, with the tallest in the middle, shortest on the outsides. It should stand up straight. From here on out, we'll call this part the plume. This is the frame for the plume. You can set aside the headpiece again and get another pipe cleaner. Twist it into loops, bend it into V shapes or whatever you'd like, but leave a piece of the end so that you can attach it to the cap. These are the shapes that will lie up against your child's forehead. A bead of glue on any exposed wire would be a great idea. Next, make sure the cap is at its smallest and begin to add more pipe cleaners to the cap. Here's where you can get creative with the design. Add them at angles, make them into figure eights, whatever you think would look nice once you add the gems. I'm just adding mine going straight back. Don't forget that if you're adding something to the headband area, to attach it in such a way that the cap remains adjustable. Now it's time to finish up the ears. Use the ears you created on the headpiece as a guide and trace the outside of the ear onto one half of either black construction paper or stiff black felt. I like construction paper better because it's the least expensive, but black felt will last longer, stands up to hot glue better, and will give you a true black. Fold the paper or felt in half and cut out the pattern that you've made. Use your glue gun to attach the felt or paper ears to the frame that you made for the ears earlier. Depending on how your designs on the cap are, you may have to cut notches or make adjustments to the patterns you've cut. I had to cut a little notch in mine so that it would sit properly. Hot glue is exactly that, hot. Depending on the age of your child, I would suggest taking care of the gluing for them if you are using a hot glue gun. Those burns are real. It doesn't set really fast, but it is fast enough. So make sure that you only put a little glue on at a time. If you have excess glue that doesn't dry clear around the ears, you can always take a black marker and blacken it if you'd like. Now it's time for the fun part, adding feathers and gems. Measure and cut the feathers that you'll be using in the plume. You'll need sharp, strong scissors if you're using larger feathers. This is definitely something that you would want to do for your child. Cut from the quill to shorten the feather. Use the hot glue gun to add glue to the feathers and then add the feathers to the frame that you made for the plume. Repeat the cut and glue process for all 5 feathers. Here's one way that you can get your child involved in this project beyond wearing the finished product. You can give them the job of sorting the gems by size and color. This could take a while if you purchased one of the 1-pound bags of gems with assorted sizes and colors. You can also have them line the gems up in a pattern to make it easier when it's time to glue them on. You could always design on the fly, but you don't want to be searching for a particular color or size gem and your bead of hot glue cools off. My favorite part is adding the gems to the frame and feathers. Don't be tempted to put it on your child's head while it's still a work in progress. I have no idea how to remove hot glue from hair, and I'm guessing that it's near impossible and would probably end in something involving scissors. I don't add gems to the ears because I want the ears to stay distinctly Minnie Mouse black. If you add gems to the ears, unless they're black gems, it might look like just a regular carnival headpiece with the ears not being ears at all, just part of your design. Glue just a little at a time so that the glue doesn't cool off before you get the chance to add your decorations. As simple as it looks here, please remember that this glue is really very hot and should only be handled by an adult. Less is better when it comes to the glue. You don't want to have the glue coming from around the sides of the gems or getting stuck on your fingers and then on the front of the gems. That will take away from the sparkle. If you get various colors of pipe cleaners, you can give your little one another job to do. In addition to the feathers, you can add curly stem-like decorations to the headpiece. All they need to do is wrap the pipe cleaner around their finger or a pencil, and then you can twist it onto the headpiece. They can also make interesting shapes with them if they'd like. To add a little extra flair and movement, cut stringed metallic beads into various lengths. You can get these for very little money at a dollar store or party supply website. Look for Mardi Gras beads. Those are cheap and will do the trick. When it is complete, set the headpiece somewhere safe to cool for about 30 minutes. Then let your little one try it on. Tweet your photos to @SocaMomDC with the hashtag DisneySide and show off your creations. I'd love to see what you and your little one come up with. I also have a carnival headpiece tutorial that is ideal for little hands and fingers. Subscribe to the channel so that you can be the first to know when my videos are posted. Like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. If you would like more tutorials and to access my free downloads, visit our website www.SocaMom.com.